absolutely love it when brands I've never heard of reach out to me. So when Oliver reached out to me from Marloe Watch Company, I checked out the website. I really liked what I was looking at. They have some very cool designs. This is a new model that they wanted to highlight on my channel. So of course, yeah, I want to see it. So it's basically, it's got a very simple name. It's the Marloe GMT. This is the night, and it's the black dial. And there's a day, which is like a sky blue, powder blue colored, a much more like daytime refreshing type look to it. Both of them very good looking. It's very simple, nice two colorway release on this particular model using the Miyota 9075 True GMT, the Traveler's GMT automatic movement in there, so you can jump the hour hand. I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. So let's get into this case size. I measure the case at 42.7 millimeter, which I know is a little bit wider, but it works out good, surprisingly, with a 47 millimeter lug width. So you have that a little bit shorter or standard lug to lug, excuse me, and then a 42.7, case size. It wears really good. And I think it'll wear pretty universal on a lot of different wrist size. My wrist is 7.25 inch, and it works perfect on mine. I'm sure you could go either way in either direction and still get a really good fit with this watch. So the thickness on this is only 12.9 millimeter, but that's including this boxed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the top and bottom. So very good, clear crystal. So if you were to remove the box portion of the crystal, which they probably need it for the height, it's really only like a 10 mil watch. So it wears really good. It's very comfortable and sleek. You have a 20 millimeter lug width. And you can see here, I paired it up. There's tons of different strap options. I selected the Nitec burnt orange strap, right? I don't know. I got a thing for orange, so I just kind of went with it. So I think it wears great. It looks great. There's a display case back. I'll show you that up close in a minute. You have a 6 millimeter standard push-pull crown. So it should be, I didn't read what the water resistance is, but it's probably 100 meter. That's all you guys need. Like, I know everyone gets so bent out of shape out of a screw-down crown. You don't need it on every watch, guys. Not every watch is a dive watch. If it's a 100 meter water depth rating on it, you're good to go. Even 50 millimeter is fine. So I think there's way too much emphasis put on that. So let's zoom in. We can take a closer look at the dial, the case back, the bezel, all of that stuff. Phenomenal job on the bezel too. Fully stainless steel with the 24-hour markers cut in with dots in between and filled with black. It is a 48 click bezel, very smooth, tight bezel, and it's bi-directional. Very well done. So you can track 3 time zones if you wish. You have that inner chapter ring pointing towards the 24-hour chapter as well. So very easily legible on that floating GMT hand, meaning that the hand itself is black to kind of like disappear against that black dial. And then you have that orange, almost fluorescent orange tipped arrow GMT hand, as well as that fluorescent orange seconds hand sweeping at 4 hertz. You have a very nice polished handset there filled with lume as well. Now that they're polished against that black lining like that, they do kind of disappear a little bit, but there's enough lume filled in there. You can still clearly see the hands. And if you catch the light just right, you can see how good those hands look as well. I think they describe that minute hand as a jet set hand or something. It's a pretty unique handset. I've never handled a watch with that particular handset. So again, a very unique design. These are not off-the-shelf parts. These are all spec'd out. So that is why you have a very good-looking, unique-looking watch. Applied indexes all the way around. You kind of have a textured finish on that dial. Date at the 3 o'clock, framed window, white wheel, black print, very clean. You still want that date. I am seeing some watches come out with no dates on a GMT. It's a little confusing to me because, you kind of want all of that, but whatever, to each their own. So I'm totally fine with the date being at 3 o'clock on a GMT watch. That's pretty standard procedure. So retail price on this, $750. You are going to get a discount when you click on the website, link in the description. You should get 10% off your first order, so you're going to save a few dollars there. Let's take a look at the finishing on this thing. You can see you have nice brushed with nice sharp transitions to the polished relief edges, as well as a full polished back, and you have a nice display case back with a chapter ring filling in that space, but allowing the rotor still clearance, and very cool. So it gives you a little opportunity to have a display case back and some verbiage. So British design, Marloe Watch Company, time well spent, 3 time zone, GMT, first edition. So you know what that means. We'll see some more in the future, I'm sure. Signed crown. That is nicely done. Quick release spring bars on the strap. And just to demonstrate so in this static position, you can wind the movement. I've been wearing this one, so it's running, and you pop it out one position, and that is how you adjust the hour hand without interrupting the timekeeping. Whether you're traveling east or west and through different time zones, you can just forward or retard the time, so you can keep track of that while you're keeping track of your home time on your GMT. That's how I would use it. So that is a good, clean way of using a GMT. So let's pop this on wrist so you can see what it looks like on my 7.25 inch wrist. And then I will close out with a loom shot. And again, big thanks to Oliver at Marloe for reaching out to me and sending this over for me to check out and share it with you guys. As you can clearly see, it works perfect on my arm, on my wrist. Nice fit. I wore this for like 2 or 3 days in a row. That's a typical rotation for me, like 3 days. And it's extremely comfortable, plenty legible, and just a well-built watch. I have zero issues with this watch. And like I said, there's tons of different strap options. There's leather. There's this Nytech. I think there's even a stainless steel bracelet. So let me give this a quick blast with a UV light. Kill the studio light so you can see the loom in all its glory. There you go. Nicely applied indexes, handset, all filled with BGW9 loom. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next vid. Check out their website. Even if you're not interested in this one, go check out their website because some of their designs are colorful, really cool handsets, very good looking watches. Just go check them out, trust me. And there's some lower price points too.